However, it's your boy, Salisbury Man. Today, I'm going to speak about the promotional problems which the UFC have been having recently, which MMA guru and Lucas Tracy brought up, and I got an alternative solution to them. They they basically were asking for uh, trash face-to-face interviews between fighters, where they sit down, they do face interviews, which I 100% agree with. And we also just recently got one with Ilya Taporia and Max Holloway.
Because you know what?
Him and Joe.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't fucking know who's Joe. Who's Joe?
And it was very entertaining. And there were many autistic and weird moments in it, but also good trash talk lines between the two guys. And that's what we need in the UFC. So I've been cooking recently in the lab, and I've got an alternative solution. Doesn't mean we don't have to have we don't want face-to-face interviews between fighters. Obviously, we do want that, but also there's another solution, another thing which UFC can add, which could either make the promotion even better if they also add face-to-face trash talk interviews. So look at this picture here. Juliana Pena just won her fight last weekend, and Kayla Harrison's in the locker room. She should be in the octagon, standing face to face with Juliana Pena, and them like trash talking each other, telling each other they suck, and all that stuff, like they do. That creates views on YouTube, and it just creates hype and promotion. No one cares about Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison, but if they trash talk in the octagon with each other, and there's a moment like that, then people are gonna like actually care about the fight because they know there's gonna be beef, and if one of them loses, one of them's gonna get embarrassed and humbled. So yeah, I'll further expand on this. So these are more example. These are the great examples of what happened when you brought these fighters into the octagon and let them trash talk each other. Very C versus Adesanya. They're in the octagon together, and guess what? That basically made UFC fans very hard for the fight, which only happened months later. Obviously, the racial thing and stuff which happened, which Adesanya instigated, but I'm not blaming Adesanya for that. That created great promotion for the fight and added pay per view. Another example of this: Daniel Cormier and Brock Lesnar when they had a octagon interview. Daniel Cormier called Brock Lesnar into the ring, and guess what? Now it has 17 million views. Okay, they never fought each other, but that's 17 million views. That's in the top 30 most viewed UFC videos. That probably brings them lots of money. So it's basically they made like 100% profit off of that. Just those 4 minutes. They didn't have to pay for a promotion team or editing team to create a fight promo. That was the promo itself. The UFC need to do this more, and I'm further gonna expand on it because I'm a scientist and I cooked. Why didn't Dana bring Ilya Taporia into the octagon? So at UFC 300, Max Holloway KO'd Justin Gaethje. Ilya Taporia was there ringside and he gave her like a reaction like he was shocked about the KO. At that moment was the perfect time to bring Ilya Taporia into the octagon and build the hype for the fight, which is now the next pay per view. It makes more promo content. Ilya would have trash talk, which means fans will become hyped, which equals they're more likely to buy a pay per view. The more views on post fight interview equals more YouTube revenue. TikTok ads would have been made of the trash talk between each other. Cost less time and money than making a countdown episode or a UFC promo, like a UFC promo which you watch when you like say you're watching UFC 310 and then the promo comes on for UFC 311. It's cheaper and will get more views than a promo. Fans at the venue get more value for their ticket. Say I was at UFC 300 and then I saw Max Holloway KO. Okay, that was just a fight. But if Ilya Taporia goes into the octagon and starts trash talking Max Holloway and they start like trash talking each other, that's gonna bring me more entertainment in that moment. That's gonna make my night better as a person who bought the ticket. It's just like very simple things the UFC just don't do. They just think, okay, we're the biggest MMA promotion in the world. We don't have to really do anything. We don't have to put in much effort. We can just hire Nina Drama and post pictures on Instagram to promote the fight. You need to do more than that because so many like great opportunities and moments have been missed because of this aspect just not being implemented into the UFC. Like this would have they would have definitely trash talked. Max Holloway would have been higher off adrenaline after KOing Justin Gaethje and Ilya Zitoria. Obviously, we know he's gonna try trash talk Max Holloway. That would create so many like potential memes and hype about the fight, but the UFC just don't see it. They're just blind. All their all the people who work for the UFC are like 50 years old, so they don't know anything about social media and promoting fights anymore. And then now I'm gonna give examples which the UFC have, which they can potentially do. Kamaru Usman versus Bilal Muhammad face-off. There'll be trash talk. So maybe at UFC 310, because both these guys are America, let them say this fight was booked. Let them come to UFC 309, 310. I forgot basically the MSG card. And before the John Jones CP main event, get them inside the octagon, make them face off for a minute. They're gonna trash talk because they both don't like each other, and we know Bilal Muhammad is gonna try and trash talk Kamaru Usman. Get DC in between them so they don't like fight each other, basically as a bodyguard. And then after they like trash talked each other on the face down, give them one or two questions on the mic, and then they're gonna be fired up as they create promo for the UFC. Another example is bring McGregor into the octagon if Chandler beats Charles. If Chandler KOs Charles and then McGregor comes in the octagon, it's like that's just for millions of views for free. You don't have to get a marketing budget or something. You can just put them in the octagon for free, literally, if McGregor's in America. And that's just going to create millions of views. I'll probably get like 10 million plus views. Because we know the history between Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor. I don't have to explain it. But like, there'll be also tension in the octagon. There'll be trash talk. McGregor's going to say some lines like, yeah, that performance was fucking sloppy, yeah? Or I'm going to fucking kill you in the octagon, yeah? Sorry, that was terrible. But let me think of another one, a better example. Oi, Chandler, yeah. I'm gonna pin you. That was a fucking disgraceful performance. You absolute fucking balloon of a thing, yeah. Like McGregor's gonna say something like that. And then that's just gonna like create so much hype. Gonna get millions of views on YouTube. And also Islam Makhachev versus Arman Sarukian. There could be tension in that there could be tension in the face off. I definitely do believe there'll be tension between these guys. It could also lead to trash talk, which will lead to fans being more hyped, which will lead to more people watching the event, which will lead to more posts on social media after the winner of the fight and during the build up of the fight, which is like I don't have to logically explain to the UFC why that's good for the UFC. Do you have anything more? No. So yeah, that's basically my video. Basically, what I'm saying is, say in like in like 2 or 3 pay-per-view times, there's gonna be a fight. Get the main or co-main event, invite them to a UFC event, and before the main or co-main of the event which they're attending, get them to do like a face-to-face stare down, and yeah, that'll just be very good for the UFC. So many years which the UFC have not done face-to-face trash talk, face-to-face sit-downs, and face-to-face like stare downs at UFC events. Like we've lost so many moments and potential hype fights. So I think it's time now that the UFC starts listening to its fans. And yeah, cheers, your boy Slash MMA. I'm out.